That was a ship?
I guess. It flew down here.
Oh, I was thinking sailing ships kind of thing.
Nah. You messing around with your mic, man?
No.
Thought I heard something.
Ghost in the Machine. Oh, hey, Cat Peach.
I never actually saw Ghost in a Shell or Ghost in the Machine or whatever you're referencing.
Well, Ghost in the Shell is basically the anime that takes the concept of Ghost in the Machine to the extreme.
What's Ghost in the Machine?
Basically random bits of code that accumulate over the years and start, creating unexpected effects.
Sounds interesting. Murder everything!
What are those purple things?
I think they're ants.
Ah.
And I'm thinking every day that those don't exist in our world.
What, ants the size of elephants?
Sorry about that, gentlemen. College troubles.
Oh,
Yeah,
trouble.
sorry.
Hello?
Yes?
Oh. Sorry about that. I have my speakers muted too. But yeah, college troubles.
Sorry to hear that.
It's easily fixed, hopefully.
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 The one word you don't want to have after the word fixed.
Yeah.
It's fixed. Hopefully.
Yeah. But seriously, I think it shouldn't be that hard to, thing. Just gotta make the colleges go with it.
I'm a kitty cat.
And a dance, and a dance.
Just landing on this guy's face and he didn't even care.
Nope. It's kind of like bug bashing against you. It's kind of like, it's kind of annoying. But if you don't have arms, you wouldn't do anything about it.
I would roll around until it was squished.
Mm. But these ants don't have arms.
That's what I said.
But if they roll over to try and squish somebody, they wouldn't be able to get back up.
No, they keep rolling. They're pretty round. It's kind of like what happens to a Goomba when it falls over.
Well,
You're
Goombas
so
can
excited.
lift baseball bats, so I assume they have telekinesis.
They can what?
They can
Lift
lift baseball bats.
They can?
Yeah. Ain't you play Mario Baseball?
Is that a legitimate question?
No, because I know nobody but me played Mario Baseball.
No, I'm not a sports guy.
Mario Baseball is the only sports game I like.
I was actually... Okay, I'll take that back. I was a fan of Mario Tennis.
Man, everybody loves Mario Tennis, but there's no love for Mario Baseball.
Probably because baseball lasts forever.
Not in Mario Land.
Well, can you explain the ethics of Mario Baseball for us who don't know?
It just goes faster because it's a video game.
That's it. Like,
That's pretty much it.
what, like, how many innings? What rules? Like, what
You
makes...
you can go pretty much anywhere from 3 to 9.
3 to 9. Like, what makes entertaining? Is it just baseball with Mario?
Well, it's baseball with Mario, and like there's certain team synergies that you can get. Like certain characters actually like each other, and they can do moves together on the field.
Radioactive down there.
What?
That green star looked radioactive down there.
Oh, it probably will kill me.
They probably are radioactive.
Mm-hmm. We all know what they're made out of. I mean...
They're made of Nintendium.
Remember when back in the day they had, like, all these sports games with famous characters for no reason?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I actually recently played, Mega Man Soccer.
Oh, Jesus H. Christ. Why would you do that to yourself?
I never played.
Yeah, but...
Well, the same could be said for Mario Baseball if no one explains it.
Yeah, but Mario Baseball is good.
So, okay, oh darn it, I ran into it. Yeah, let's go with that though, but to someone who's never played Mario Baseball, it sounds about the same.
Maybe, but Mega Man Soccer is...
Which is why I'm saying explain why Mario Baseball is good.
I'm trying to.
Well, for those of you who don't know Mega Man Soccer, it's essentially a game that's absolutely terrible. The controls suck, teams work at random. I don't know if, like, what works best. Maybe I just suck at the game. Perfectly acceptable. But it didn't help that the game never told you what was good. It's kind of like, even if you had a team of one of each of the robot masters, they probably wouldn't get along enough. You can even have multiples of the same robot, and it
Big
never...
shiny box.
What?
What's in the big shiny box back there?
Oh, it was a random power-up. I just ignored it. Probably would have been best if I got it, because even a mushroom I could store it, just in case I get hit. But I ignored it because I was talking, and therefore not concentrating on that. I tend to do that in these LPs. How long have you watched me?
Yes.
Pretty long.
So, but as I was saying, Mega Man Soccer was an absolute train wreck. It was a terrible idea, and nearly no one knows about it as far as I know.
Thank God.
But how, like, did the controls of Mario Baseball work? Did they not work?
Oh yeah, the controls of Mario Baseball worked great.
Okay. Like, what kind of teams were there? Because you explained Goombas. You could actually play as a Goomba?
Oh yeah, you could basically make a team out of anything. Like they had Goombas, Paragoombas, Piantas, and Nokis from Mario Sunshine.
Wait. Piantas?
Yes.
I thought we were talking like an SNES game here.
No, this is a GameCube, and it got a sequel on the Wii.
That recent, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
But nobody knows about it, and that's my problem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it was a GameCube game. That's surprising me. That I didn't even know it was for GameCube.
Yep.
That actually, okay, now that you say that it's for GameCube, that actually does sound like it would be interesting. I don't know if it's LP material.
It's maybe not. It does have a pseudo story mode, but meh.
But it's lackluster story mode, not interesting story mode?
It's
Fighting game story mode.
It's a Mario sports game. The story is just non-existent, but having games against the computer is pretty fun.
I mean, even Mario Party has a story mode to it.
Well, I mean, it's pretty much got your standard Mario sports game story, like Bowser's just causing trouble.
Yeah, usually when I imagine a sports game story, it's like, hey, someone's holding a tournament and we're not going to tell you who, but Mario is like, hey, I gotta win that shit. And then Bowser's coming and he's like, nah, I want to win that shit just because Mario wants to win that shit. And then they start fighting, and then everyone else is like, but we can win too. And then it automatically just becomes like everyone's against everyone, and there's no such thing as friendship.
Well, that's for fighting games, but...
No, well...
I know, but I don't think it's very practical for a game like baseball.
What, a tournament of baseball? That's what the MLB
I know, but
is.
In baseball there's teams, you know? And Mario Baseball actually has a whole mechanic around your teammates being friends with each other.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. Forgive
Just making
me.
sure, because everything went really quiet.
I'm concentrating. Dang,
I'm just
boomerang.
waiting for dude to lose his toads.
I ain't gonna lose my toads, by the way.
That sounds like the worst euphemism ever.
Don't lose your toads, man.
I'm scared to lose my toads.
I think we're having way too much fun with this.
Yes, we are.
Ah!
Game.
But it had like a really cool...
Yeah, okay, I like a good...
It had a really good team system, because if your teammates liked each other, you could pull off maneuvers that you couldn't normally.
Okay.
Like, you could have one team member jump on another team member to grab a home run.
To
Or you could
grab
throw the ball
another
to-
home run?
Huh?
To grab a home run?
Yeah, you know, jump so high in the air that you could catch it.
Oh, that's cool. Kind of
And-
BS if you were on the side that actually got the home run.
And the Wii version is actually the last game that Kremlings have ever appeared in.
Kremlings?
The crocodile enemies from Donkey Kong Country.
Oh, that's sad. They're really cool.
Yeah, that's why I want King K. Rool in Smash Brothers again. I mean, not again, but...
Yeah, actually, we did mention that earlier about you talking about Smash Brothers. We talked about characters you wanted, but you never did say why you wanted K. Rool.
I just like King K. Rool. I grew up on Donkey Kong Country.
To be perfectly honest, I did too.
And I just think that with his many talents, he could be a good smasher.
His many talents, such as losing to an ape.
Yes, but he's been a king, a pirate, a mad scientist, and a boxer.
Multi-talented.
Exactly. Which could lead to quite a crazy moveset in Smash.
Well, I lost quite a few of them. I think I
And
need
there
to...
goes another one.
I think I need to have at least 3 by the end of this level.
It's really hard to hold on to that many.
Yeah.
Especially with the way this level's designed.
The enhanced version of this level is like a billion times worse.
Oh yeah. I think I've played that.
Oh, the coins!
No, 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 no. Okay, I got it.
I gotta be honest, guys, the stream is like really slow for me.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's probably my internet.
This is the worst thing ever.
Indeed
Sorry,
it is.
guys!
It's even worse in the other version.
Oh dear. How do they expect you to keep your toads on this?
Oh, I needed to
There,
have 2.
Oh. You got the last star?
Yeah. Oh well, I can miss 1. Yeah, still got the gold. Yeah, later you actually do have to play enhanced versions of the stages in the special worlds. Those are not fun. Well, I guess they are fun in their own way. It's ludicrously ridiculous. Then again, going back to what we were talking about, King K. Rool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It sounds like he'd just be another fat character.
Mm-hmm.
And to
I
be
don't
honest,
think so. King K. Rool is deceptively fast.
this is true. But it's weird. I just imagine him as another fat character. Even if he was considerably fast, I don't imagine him actually being one of the fast characters.
I don't either, but I don't think that's a problem with King K. Rool. I think that's just a problem with Mario villains in general.
What, that they're all fat?
Basically.
I mean, I was including D, not just...
Well, I'm including DDD, Ganondorf, Bowser.
I guess it's a balance thing, because...
I love how we're including, like... I love how Ganondorf's on that list.
Well, he started out as Ganon,
Okay, that's true.
but I'm not talking about them being fat, I'm talking about them being slow.
Okay.
Oh yeah, basic fighting game thing. You either got small, fast people, or...
And I blame the
big,
fact
slow
that we're...
people.
And I blame the fact that there's not a lot of villain variety on the way old games were structured. Back in the day, your hero had to be faster than the villain.
Yeah. This is true.
It's not really the villain's fault, it's the designers.
Well, being faster than your enemy and outthinking them is always going to be more enjoyable than being stronger and slower, where your enemies are constantly more annoying.
Okay, what's with the bitey
Exactly,
garbage?
One thing that I think is interesting is that they regularly make Donkey Kong pretty fast in the Smash games.
Because, yeah, you're right.
Well, I mean, they go... Even in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, they were like, don't be fooled by his size. This guy can move pretty nice.
Yeah,
And I think they could apply a similar principle to King K. Rool.
because he's in the same series.
Yeah, well, you pretty much just have to go, don't be fooled by this guy's size. This guy takes on Donkey Kong on a regular basis.
This is true. And at some point you have to ask, why is this crocodile so interested in monkeys?
Well, it used to be that he wanted their land because
For the evils?
they had already pretty much polluted their own home to hell.
Oh yeah, that was the story. Ah!
And then after the first game, it was more like every time he got defeated, it just pissed him off more until it became a psychotic obsession.
Yeah. It's like, screw the land, this is personal.
Basically. I mean, the third game took place while the Kongs were on vacation. And he still took the time to kidnap Diddy and Donkey Kong.
Yeah, I only played Donkey Kong Country 1. Fun game.
I played Donkey... Huh?
I was gonna say, the graphics were a little weird to me. But then again, like, at the time, like, Super Nintendo was all I knew. So...
And, you know, back when Donkey Kong Country was first made, it was the first time we had ever seen pre-rendered graphics.
Yeah.
So everything used to look like Super Mario World, and all of a sudden, what the hell is this, and why does it look so pretty?
Yeah, it looked weird to me.
Well, it's pretty in a weird way, compared to everything else.
Speaking of Mario, actually, I did grow up with Mario more than I did Donkey Kong, because my parents got me, like, My parents got me one game for the SNES growing up.
And that was Donkey Kong Country.
Exactly, which is why I said Mario was the game I grew up with.
I mean, you know what? Shut up. Nobody likes it.
I was gonna say the Super Mario All-Stars pack.
Well, that's probably the best deal. I mean, come on.
Which was an HD remake. I know, that sounds weird.
Before there were HD remakes.
Yes.
Spooky.
I ultimately enjoyed that game more than any other game. Okay, they did buy me more games, but that was like the one I always went back to, no matter what. That
Yeah.
and Kirby Superstar Saga.
I can see that.
Like, that was my childhood. I also did play a good collection of games as well, such as Super Punch-Out. Super Punch-Out was really hard, by the way. I think I had Battletoads and Double Dragon.
What is
Wow.
Battletoads anyway? I keep hearing people trolling the Pawn Star guys about it.
Oh, it's one of the hardest games
Ever.
Yeah, it's basically a game that was ridiculously difficult, unneeded.
It's the
Like
origin
beyond
of the-
Nintendo hard.
It
beyond
is.
Nintendo hard.
No, it is the definition.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. It is the very definition of Nintendo
Like,
hard.
bunch of Goombas in the way, fireballs.
Sorry, I'm kind of focusing on this 10 seconds to come get each star, and if you miss one, you have to start all over.
Yeah. The final one of these is a bitch. Pardon my language.
Nah, I already said damn and hell.
Yeah, but this is like... This is getting 10 stars.
Yeah.
The finale, 30.
Oh yeah, I think I actually did that.
And if you mess up once,
Yeah, even if you get 29 stars, you have to start all over again to get that last one.
that happened to me once.
Ooh. That sucks.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to die. So, okay, let's talk about Smash Bros. Again, but let's make something really, like, weird. Let's add a minion. If you could have one minion in any game, who would it be? Like, what would you actually think would be a good minion? Like, they'd give it the works. They'd give it, like, every special move that they could possibly muster out of that guy.
Are we talking like a Smash Bros. Game or just any game?
Let's talk... Well, first off, not a Smash Bros. It would have to be in the Nintendo universe.
A Nintendo minion in the Smash Bros. Games.
Like, you could say a Goomba, a Koopa, a Metar from Mega Man, because Mega Man's not part of the canon.
Let me see.
You could, like, and yes, they'd throw in some really unique moves for them. Like, for a Metar, just throwing this
Metroid.
out. A Metroid? Well,
Yeah.
I'll give an example before, like, you give your reason why.
Mhm.
I'll say for a Metar, they could throw in a pickaxe for physical. They could have a whole bunch of moves in that. In some games, they're actually able to produce, like, pellets and I'm dead. And they're, and they have great defensive capabilities. In Mega Man Battle Network, they're definitely seen creating shockwaves. And honestly, overall, they would be a pretty cool character to play as. They'd be very iconic. And who knows, they could even come up with some taunts. What do you say for Metroid?
Well, basically, he'd be a how's the word? Like a random, or he'd run around. You could jump off of him. If he latches onto someone, starts draining their health until they perform a special attack. Probably just be like a random stage hazard, pretty much.
That already exists in Brawl. I'm like, as a playable character.
Oh, for that one.
Yeah, actually, Metroid already... Yeah, a Metroid is a hazard you can create that will attack everyone else besides the one who summoned it.
Yeah, and they got Mother Brain as a new one, too.
They do?
Yeah.
Never heard of that.
Well, it was in the Nintendo Direct thing they made. But I would honestly pick, and pardon me for my continued focus on Donkey Kong, I'd pick a Kremling.
What would you give it? Like, and be specific. What kind of Kremling?
I would make it the stock Kremling. Just the standard green crocodile man on two legs.
Go on, then.
But I would give it the ability to
Borrow
use other members of the Kremling crew in its attacks. Like, for example, it had a bazooka that shot out zingers or something.
What's a zinger?
Bees.
Oh.
Or rather, hornets. It's iffy. Or, like, it could send out one of those tiny crocodiles with the huge frickin' mouths that go to attack enemies for you.
That could be considered interesting. Yeah, I could imagine playing as that. It wouldn't be bad.
I could honestly also see a Koopa.
Yeah, we going into like Paper Mario territory with that description?
Basically.
Yeah, Paper Mario Koopa's kicked ass.
Or hell, just... Well, to be specific, I would make it a Paper Mario Koopa Troll.
Koopa Troll?
Koopa Troll, like the soldiers with the armor and the spiked shells.
Oh, Koopa Troll. Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Puns.
Yeah.
But I would basically give it the abilities of all the other Koopas.
Or like it would temporarily transform when using for that one attack.
Well, the only real ability that Koopa Trolls have that most Koopas don't is the wings of a Para-Koopa.
They can do that?
Koopa Trolls can, but why not?
Like if you use the one attack that lets him use Magic Koopa's power, he would temporarily transform into a Magic Koopa, use the attack, then transform back into the...
I would say if you give him an ultimate attack, it would be something around the lines of he could use his charge ability, making all of his attacks do like insane knockout damage.
Actually, I just had another idea. Instead of a Koopa, you make it a Magic Koopa.
Kamek?
Well, Kamek in all but name. Kamek doesn't really... Kamek is just the generic Magic Koopa in...
Oh, my bad. I meant Cammy.
Well, I meant, like, Kamek.
No, because Cammy...
An otherwise nameless Magic Koopa.
Cammy is a character.
I know, but... I'm trying to think... But she's a character, not an enemy class.
Okay. That's what I'm saying. We're thinking of characters that would be interesting.
Well, I thought we were still talking about if you had a minion.
Well, she is a minion.
Gah!
She's Bowser's minion.
I think we're talking about generic minions, not named characters.
Yeah, true. Even though I was the one who created this discussion, and therefore I get to
Well,
name
you
the
didn't
rules.
specify.
I don't need to! Point is,
Anyway,
you're right.
In Paper Mario, Magic Koopas have like 10 different powers.
Yeah, they can,
There's a whole rainbow of Magic Koopas.
literally.
Yeah.
There's one of like every color. Including white.
which is the healer, of course.
Yep. Always need that white magic.
But I say give it all those powers.
Except for white.
Well, maybe.
I don't think it would be really fair if there was a character who could heal. Like...
Peach can heal.
She can?
Her final smash.
Well, yeah, but...
Make White Magic Koopa his final smash.
Light magic... as a final... I would want, like, a whole slurry of magic being the final smash, though. Like...
Actually, one of my old ideas for Bowser Jr.'s final smash back when, well, I still want him, but back in the Brawl days was that all of the other Koopalings would come in on Koopa Clown cars and just start hurling Bob-Eyes. Or magic. Because, you know, they got that magic.
Run, tiny man.
Run, tiny green man!
You wanna know who I actually thought was a really awesome character that gets looked over a lot?
Who?
Junior Troopa.
I can see that.
That was a thing.
Yeah, Junior Troopa is actually a Koopa who's still in its egg that can actually fight.
And pretty damn good, too.
Well, not good at first, but later, dang, that thing can pack a punch, dealing almost as much damage as Bowser. And he learns a variety of special abilities, including he learns how to fly and have a horn on its head.
Basically meaning if you don't have, like, Spike Shield or Hammer Throw, you're boned.
There are other ways, such as Star Storm. Your partners can still attack him.
Watt could also hurt him.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways to hurt him at that point, but my goodness, it's still a scare.
Mm-hmm.